I like to. I like to.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been forever since I sit down in front of you and talk to you for a little bit. I have a few videos coming out soon, but they're like get ready with me, or they're just with just music in the background. So I'm really excited to do today's video. Today's video is going to be the get to know me tag, 20 random things about me tag. Tag you're it. So for today's video, we're doing the get to know me 20 random facts about me tag, challenge, whatever, just to give you guys a little bit more insight on who I am and what makes me me and what makes me so incredibly awesome. So number one, I'm a young mom. I'm 24 years old and I got pregnant when I was 22 years old, and my daughter's about to turn 1 now in October. She's a Libra. The pregnancy was planned, if that matters. And she's my best. Number two, soy cubana, tengo sangre cubana, soy tremenda chonga. I say things like hacer and que volá y que te pasa y cuál es el problema. I'm very loud, I'm very silly, like I'm always dancing to salsa or merengue or bachata. Not that it's, you know, Cuban like music specifically, but I dance like a Cuban and I talk like con las manos and I'm like, oye, tú no te vas a imaginar lo que yo estaba diciendo. It's just me, it's just my personality. And like I was born in Hialeah, Florida, y vivo in Miami, Florida, and I like to call Hialeah Cuba 2.0. So, está bien, okay, bye. Number three, I'm a photographer. I'm not a professional by any means. I'm a hobbyist, but I enjoy photographing babies and kids and families and pregnant women and beautiful women and men, and I kind of always have my camera around, like all the time. And if anything interesting happens, I'm like, hey. I'm also a published poet. I entered a contest for Eber and Wine Publishing, or Wine, Little Wayne. I published a poem and I won a competition. Like I didn't win first place because the prize I think was like $2,000, but I won a pretty high award and I was able to get published, and I have my own page and it's pretty great. I do write with an alias because my poetry is kind of dark. It's kind of very inspired by Edgar Allan Poe and Sylvia Plath and Ernest Hemingway, which are all of my favorite writers and poets. So I don't sign it with, you know, Jacklyn, Espinosa, because it just doesn't match. It doesn't really, like, you know, my heart's as deep and black as the ocean, Jacklyn Espinosa. It doesn't work. So if you want to know more about that, and if you want me to do like a little poetry reading or a spoken word, let me know in the comments below. I sing and I act and I danced for a really long time. I was obsessed with theater, so I was always singing Taylor the Latte Boy. And if you know the song Taylor the Latte Boy, we should be best friends, because that song is everything. So I like to do impressions like Shakira and Britney Spears and Katy Perry. It's kind of weird. Let me know if you want to see that. It's really weird. So I do live with anxiety and depression, and I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was very young. I was like 12, and I was recently diagnosed. Hey, why am I so incompetent today? I can't even speak right words I want to say today. Hey. For me and for my sanity, I remind myself that I'm not suffering with anxiety or depression. I'm just living with it and I'm coping through it. I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was 12, and I was recently, when I was 22, 23, diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder, which is OCD. And we can definitely do a video about all of that. I'm so into mental health. I wanted to be a psychiatric nurse, but I'm not very good at school because, you know, maybe it's my ADHD or my ADD, but I get so much anxiety and I have like a panic attack and I have to get out. It's really bad. unless I'm on medication. Shout out Vyvanse. Hey, this video is not sponsored by Vyvanse, but if you want to send me some to my non-existent PO box, don't do that because that's highly illegal. Okay, so I'm obsessed with astrology. Like, I can like guess, take a shot every time I say like. I can literally like guess what you are based off of like my first ever interaction with you. And I'm usually right. Like, I've guessed people's birthdays before, and then I creep them out and they're like, I'm never gonna talk to this crazy girl ever again. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm a Cancer, Scorpio. What that means is my sun, my moon, and my Mercury are in Cancer. So yes, I am very protective. I'm a mom friend. I'm very sensitive. I don't cry, which is so weird. Like, everybody thinks of Cancer and they think that they are crybabies, but I think there's something wrong with me because I'm not a crybaby unless I'm watching Moana or any Hannah Montana episode ever. But yeah, and then my ascending is in Scorpio, so my personality, I come off very intense. I'm very deep. I'm very passionate. I'm very like in your face. I meet somebody and I'm like, oh my god, that's great. So what has you all messed up? Like, what's up? Like, you want to talk about something? I'm literally that person, and it kind of scares people away sometimes, but you're still here. So I have like a collecting problem, and I like to collect two different things. I love to collect books. I'm a humongo Harry Potter fan. So my dream is to have, that's probably really cute, is to have those like humongous libraries with like the moving stairs, like, and like the I don't know why I did that. A humongous library with like all kinds of books and encyclopedias and poetry books and even books that I don't like or books that I don't read. If I see a book that just speaks to me and it's like, take me home, I'm gonna take him home. Like, I cannot go to Barnes and Nobles with money or without money. Here's why. I go with money and I buy an unreasonable amount of books and spend an unreasonable amount of money on books, number one. And number two, if I go without money, I just get so sad. Like, I could like stand outside with like a little cup and be like, we'll sell souls for books. Like, it's bad. And number two, makeup. Oh my god, I don't think I'm good at makeup at all. But I'm practicing and I'm getting better. Today's lips brought to you by Colored Rain. KKW, Fenty Beauty. Hey. I don't think I'm good at makeup at all, but I am gonna get better at it because I'm practicing really hard, and I know that if I practice it, I will be so much better. But I love to collect makeup. Like, I hoard it. Like, I will buy it and I won't use it because if I use it, I like freak out. It's really weird. Oh my god, and there's a third thing, school supplies. I will go to Target for like un palo de frazar, and I will leave with makeup, school supplies. I will forget a palo de frazar. Like, I will not have a little sticky stick to clean the floor of my house because I went to Target to buy that one thing and I left with half the store and not what I wanted to like to get. But there's something about school supplies. There's something about a gel pen that when it writes, it's like, you know what I mean? It's so, so I have wanted to be famous. I wanna be famous. If you know where that's from, we are best friends, and I'm not gonna tell you because then you're gonna be like, oh my god, I totally knew that, and you didn't. Hint, hint, Cartoon Network. I think, or Nickelodeon. Okay, I don't even know what why am I rambling? Okay, so I wanted to be famous all my life. Like, I started ballet when I was 2 years old, and not to brag, but I was in a class of 5-year-olds and I was the best one. Then I started cheerleading when I was 6, and I cheered until I was 15, 16, and I danced for all of my schools, and I did drama in all of my schools, and I was obsessed with being famous. And I did a bunch of competitions, and I won a bunch of competitions, but that's a story time for another day. It's very sad. Shout out to mom and dad if you're watching this, which I doubt. I love you, but you me up. I was obsessed. Like, I was so consumed with the idea of being famous. I wanted every single person to know me, and I wanted every single person to like me, and I just wanted people to be like obsessed with me. And when I turned 18 and I had the opportunity to, you know, after I graduated high school, I graduated at 17, so a little bit after I graduated high school, I was like, okay, time to go to New York, time to do Broadway. And I just, something happened, something clicked, and I've been so scared of leaving, you know, Miami, and leaving my family, and even going to art school or going to art classes or singing. Like, I don't sing in front of people anymore unless it's Bambi, my baby girl. I don't really sing anymore, and I don't do acting anymore, and I don't do theater anymore, and I don't see plays anymore. And so I'm not sure if something happened there. I guess I just got so discouraged by some of the things that happened to me, which I am gonna talk about in my story times. I guess I just got so discouraged that I was like, you know, maybe it's not for me. Maybe I'm not meant to be an actress. Maybe I'm not meant to be famous. But you never know. So if you know me in like my like on the regular, if you know me, you know I don't get embarrassed by like anything. Like, I'm not the embarrassed type. I will purposely embarrass myself. I'm always laughing at myself. I don't take myself seriously at all. You know, which is why I write my poetry with an alias, because yeah, I tap into that character. I tap into that darkness, that sadness that's inside of me, and I don't want that person to be related to me in any way, because I'm so different on the outside. I'm like an extroverted introvert. If you can relate, please let me know, because sometimes I feel like I'm the only one. Like, I can be so open and so extroverted and so loud and so crazy, and then I have moments where I'm so in here and I'm so wrapped up inside of me and so in my feelings and in my head that I cannot bear any kind of human interaction. Like, it's too much for me. But yeah, nothing embarrasses me. Like, nothing. If you want to call me, I don't know, a booger face, I'm gonna be like, damn, you right. Like, I just don't get embarrassed by anything, guys. Like, speaking of nothing embarrassing me, another thing that I'm gonna add is that sometimes I don't shave because, like, no me da la gana, and I'll have like Chewbacca legs and like super hairy armpits, and I'm like, damn, sucks. And yeah, just, I don't know. I mean, am I the only one that sometimes I'm like, I don't feel like shaving, so you're gonna have to wait, and then puts on like 5 layers of pants because I'm embarrassed, and then like puts on like freaking deodorant to make your hair like blonder. I don't do that. So this is another really random, like, crazy facts about me. I can't have dark hair. Like, if you ever see me with dark hair on this channel, you need to send me a message and be like, are you okay? Like, I can't have dark hair. I don't know what it is. Like, every once in a while I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna change up my look, I'm gonna go darker. It's conducive to my depression. So if you ever see me with dark hair, be like, Jackie, cut the shit and go back to rubia, porque tú eres una rubia peligrosa. I'm not dangerous, guys. So speaking about the whole extroverted introverted thing, another thing that's really big about me is that I need human connection. I'm kind of like a flower, and I need my sun and my oxygen and my food and my water, and I need people. Like, if I'm alone too long, I get really sad and I get really depressed, and if I don't get out of the house for a few days, I get super depressed, which is why I love what I do so much with my photography. I get to meet other moms, and I get to meet other artists, and I get to meet, you know, I get to be around kids, and I get to go outside, and I get to express myself through photography, and I get to be creative and do something that I really love that involves people. You know what I'm saying, mi gente? Like, a mí me hace falta estar con otra gente. I need to be around other people. Because if not, I just lose my freaking mind. Obviously, I'm a cat person and a dog person. Obviously. You know what kind of person I'm not? A bug person. Don't come around here being like, ay, mira la mariposa. No. Ay, mira la cucaracha. No. Mira la lagartija. No. Don't. Like, look at this cockroach that I found out. Don't do that shit. We won't be friends. No playing. Con la comida no se juega. con los bichitos no se juegan. Shout out to my Puerto Rican friends who think bicho means something. So I have like no filter. Like I am always talking about super inappropriate things, laughing when it's not appropriate. I tell you things honestly, like I'm not gonna sugarcoat something just to be nice and preserve your feelings. No. Like, if I think you look like crap, I'm gonna be like, you have such a beautiful personality, but right now that color is making you look like the shit I took this morning. Like, it's really bad. Or I'll be like, hey, get the dick, girl. And then it's like, you know, you probably shouldn't be saying that in public, because then the people like on the table next to you are like, I don't even know if this has been 20 or not, so I'm gonna just keep going until I, you know, run out of things about me, because I'm not that interesting. But I think one really big thing for me to say on like a serious note is that I'm really trying to be okay. I'm trying to do things that are conducive to a better me and a better state of mind, and I'm trying to improve on my mental health. I see a therapist once a week, every week. I've been seeing her for the past 2.5 years. She's amazing. She's like my best friend. She's awesome. She's here in Miami, so it's not like I have to drive 2 hours to like the beach, or which, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't mind, pero la gasolina is expensive. I go in and see my therapist and I talk to her every week, and I do programs, and I do yoga, and I do spiritual healing, and I do sound healing, and I do meditation, and I'm super into that, like super into it. And every now and then when I go, she asks me, she's like, you know, what are you doing to improve your life? What are you doing to improve the quality of your life? And when I go see her this week, I'm gonna tell her that things have been going really well lately. I've been getting a lot of work, and I've been meeting a lot of people, and I've been doing more art, and I'm figuring out, you know, who I am little by little and what I want to do. Like, I want to go back to acting. Like, I woke up the other day from like a panic attack actually. And I was half asleep. It was like 6:15, and I shot out of bed, and I was like heading out of the house saying that I was going to go act. Like, it was really weird, and I'm glad I was able to shake myself out of it and, you know, get back to sleep, because your girl was tired, like tied, T-I-D-E. I was tired. But I woke up with this really intense conviction to like go back to acting school and do my thing, and because that is what I'm so passionate about. I'm so passionate about acting and singing, and I want to come out with my album, and I want to star in a movie. I want to be a film actress. I love theater, and I love musical theater, but I don't know, I feel like I want to do very serious roles. Like, I saw the movie Mother the other day with Jennifer Lawrence. Not only was that the best film I've ever seen in my entire life, I wanted to be Jennifer Lawrence's character, which has no name, which is so fucking cool. I wanted to be in her position. I want to live her life. I want to be an actress, and I want to win awards and be on the TV and on the tube and be in films, and that is my passion. That's where my heart lies, in music and in acting and in art. But yeah, I want to go back to acting school, and I want to keep doing my photography, and I want to, you know, woman up and sing again. I used to sing in front of 1,000 people, and I used to be on TV, and now you won't even hear me singing in the shower because I'm so afraid, which is so ridiculous, because that's my life, that's my heart, it's who I am. But I'm really trying, and I'm moving out of Kendall. I'm gonna go back to acting school. Thank God where it is that I'm moving, which is hopefully like the Brickell Bayfront Park area. I'm right next to the Adrian Arch Center, and I'm gonna go see plays, and I'm gonna see ballet, and I'm gonna go see opera, and I'm gonna go submerge myself in other people like me. And I am gonna go back to acting school, and I am gonna study theater, and I am gonna get back on my medication so that I can graduate, you know, from my prerequisites and be able to study the things that I love. And I'm 24, and I am gonna get my shit together. Like, it's not even a I want to or I might, it's a I'm going to get my shit together type of thing. And it's really important for me to share with you that I'm trying, and that if you're ever hiring for a student film or for a project, an actress, I'm pretty good. Like, acting is my thing, and improvising is my thing, and becoming a character and method acting is my thing. I'm very, very good at acting, and I act on a daily basis, whether it's acting like I'm okay or acting because I want a reason to fight, because I'm a Cuban woman and sometimes tengo ganas de fajarme con alguien, and I'm like, I want to fight, but I don't say that part because then it's like, oh, you just want to fight, you're just looking for an argument. No, but I'll like, I just want to fight. I'm sorry, like I have like a very broad emotional spectrum, and sometimes I want to fajarme, you know what I mean? The last thing that I want to say, the last fact about me that I want you guys to know is that I love my life. And I've been in a position before where I'm not gonna get emotional, but I've been in a position before in my life where I felt really alone, and I felt like I have no purpose, and I felt like I don't want to be here anymore, and I felt like everybody around me's life would be so much better without me, and I felt like I missed my window of opportunity to be famous, to be an actress, to grow, and I felt like that's it, like my life is over, you know, like I did everything that I had to do. I felt that way since I was 17. You know, when I was 17, I felt like I was an old lady already, and when I was 18, I felt like, you know, that's it, I'm an adult now, and I felt like I was forced to grow up way too quickly. And then at 21, you know, I tried the partying scene, I tried the drinking scene, I tried the going crazy scene, and it wasn't for me, and I couldn't fit in anywhere, and no one liked me, and I had no friends except for like one really, really great friend of mine. Her name is Espinosa. I was alone, I was just so alone. And then recently, you know, I'm 22, 23, I was like, I'm gonna get pregnant because I'm alone and I want something to live for, and I want I want to be responsible for bettering myself so that somebody else can benefit from that, my daughter. But I was at a point where, oh my God, it was just so bad. It was so bad. And I hated everything about myself, and I hated everything about my life, and I couldn't understand why. Like, I've had such a good life, and everybody around me, they love me and they care about me, and they say that I'm beautiful, and they say that I have this light, and I don't see any of these things. I don't think that I'm beautiful. I don't think that I have a light. I don't think I'm alluring or charming or funny or any of these things that people say about me. My family, not like people, but my family say about me. And I was just really done. I was done. My OCD was getting worse, and my anxiety was getting bad. I was having a panic attack every other day. I wasn't sleeping. I've gained a lot of weight, guys. I've gained so much weight. It's crazy. Like, you wouldn't even recognize me if you saw me in person. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. It's probably super long because I talk so much, but if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share it. Just talk to me, man. Like, talk to me. Let's be best friends. Let's have sleepovers. Let's, like, I don't know. Let's be best friends. Like, I'm now accepting best friend applications. So go to www.jackiesdesperateforfriends.com. Click print. Make sure you attach a little fotografía of yourself. Okay.